Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a little bit of seed starting for the spring gardening season and make a little bit of cilantro sauce. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you guys know, I'm not the greatest with seed starting, but I got these really awesome little trays that were actually formerly holding eggs when we bought 60 eggs, and these are perfect for little seed starting pods, which I do like. Since I've been starting seeds this way, I've been way more successful, and if you've watched my last seed starting video, you know that I put a little bit of vinegar in the water that I use, and that has completely eliminated all fungus gnats and any fungus related soil issues. Next, it was time to pick out my seeds. In Arizona, most people start their pepper and tomato seeds on January 1st. However, the last 2 years when I did that, they weren't really big enough to go outside when it came time. So I'm starting them a little bit earlier this year, and hopefully they'll be big enough to put them outside when the time comes. And while I wasn't paying attention, this little monster stole a stick of my turkey jerky and ate it. So these are the pepper varieties that I went with, a datil, Jimmy Nardello, a paprika pepper, and a Lesia pepper. So I did, looks like 6 of each. Next up was my tomatoes. This year I decided to try the Korean tomato again. I wasn't successful with it last year. Also, the Tommy Toe tomato, I've had those seeds for a couple of years now, and I really enjoyed that tomato when I grew it in the past, so looking forward to having it again. Next one was the black strawberry tomato, another one that I got last year that I was not successful with last year, so I'm giving it another try. And lastly, the terracotta tomato, which was a free seed packet that came with my last seed order. I'm super fortunate to have the perfect spot to start my seeds. It's a south-facing sliding glass door in my laundry room, so I have a little shelf where I put all of my seed starts, and it's close to my kitchen, so I usually remember to keep them watered. My seeds are all started, and now on to the next project of the day, which is making a cilantro sauce. I was super excited to make this. I had a major bumper crop of cilantro in my garden this year, and cilantro sauce is extremely versatile. You can mix it with mayonnaise and put it on a sandwich. You can mix it with sour cream and use it as a dip, or you can mix it with Greek yogurt and use it as a dip. So it's more of a base. I had a recipe that I was using, and it called for a lemon as opposed to a lime. I thought a lime would be better, but it actually turned out that when I tasted it, I thought a lemon might have been better. It was still good though. Up on the screen are the ingredients from the original recipe that I used, so you can feel free to screenshot those, but as you know, I never follow the recipe. A little cooking tip of mine as well is I keep my ginger in the freezer so that I can just grate off what I need when I need it, and I don't have to worry about the ginger going bad in my refrigerator. I hate peeling garlic by hand. My Christmas list this year includes a really nifty garlic peeling tool, so hopefully I'll get that from Santa, but if not, I'll have to open my own wallet for it. So I did it a little bit different and didn't do very much measuring, and I'll also put those ingredients down in the description box for you. I am also into specialty peppercorns, and I had this Indian green peppercorn that I thought would be really nice in this recipe as opposed to just regular pepper, so that is what I ended up using. Next ingredient was a pepper. I really don't like spicy food that much, so I just used a couple of slices of this jalapeno pepper from my garden. In hindsight, I do wish that I had used a little bit more. Couldn't even really taste it at all in the recipe, and a little bit more of a kick probably would have been pretty nice. Also, fun fact, if you don't know, a lot of the heat in peppers is in that white pithy part and the seeds, so that was why I scraped them out, but again, probably would have been better with a little bit more. Next was smushing all of my cilantro from my garden into the little food processor that I have. I love this little food processor. I use it all the time. I definitely would not want a bigger one. I like this little one. It does everything that I want it to do, and I never find that I need a bigger one. And this made plenty of cilantro sauce, and it's very convenient as far as size and really easy to store in my kitchen, so I would definitely recommend it. It's a KitchenAid. And now it's time to mix. I always feel like there should be a little dance montage or a change up in the music for the mixing part, just because I get so excited because it means I'm almost done with my project. So maybe we'll do that. You also might recall that the recipe called for water. I did not add water. There's plenty of water in cilantro and the other ingredients. I didn't want a very watery sauce, and as you'll see at the end, the sauce is not watery at all, so I think not adding the water was the right choice. After a little taste test, I did also decide that it needed a little more salt, and I also put in a little shake of cumin for that nice kind of deep, smoky flavor. Very, very last step, scooping it all into a jar to store in my refrigerator. I have had it a couple of times since recording this video, and it was really great. It was great on a sandwich that I made. I think I also put a little bit on a quesadilla that I made, so would definitely recommend. As always, tweak the ingredients to kind of what you like. Again, I put the ingredients in the description box if you need them. Thanks as always so much for joining me today and for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Look around you. It's a beautiful life.